everyone, Katrina here, and welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about log derivatives that will have you acing your exam in no time. We're going to start off with some theory behind logs, and then we're going to go through a few step-by-step examples so you can see basic cases as well as general cases and more advanced cases. So to start off with, let's just do some definitions. So let's say that our function f of x equals to ln x. So ln x is just the natural log. So that equals the same thing as log base e of x. So oftentimes in calculus, lns are used just out of convention. Okay, so now let's look what is the derivative of our ln function. So let's use Leibniz notation. So we have d over dx, so the derivative with respect to x of ln x. This simply equals to 1 over x. So this is something that you should definitely memorize. No sense deriving the whole process, just know that the derivative of ln x with respect to x equals to 1 over x. Okay, so now we're going to take it a next step and we're going to look at a more general case. So we're going to do the general definition. Okay, so what happens if we have a new function where our f of x equals to ln of g of x? Okay, so the first thing that I want you to think about is what type of function is this? It looks like we have some sort of outside function here, which is our ln x, but then it also appears that we have this inside function g of x. So whenever we have an outside function and an inside function, that means that we are dealing with a composite function. And do any of you remember how we treat composite functions when we find the derivative? That's it, you got it. We use chain rule. So please feel free to look at my earlier videos on chain rule where I describe in a step-by-step way how to get to the answer. But here it's important always to recognize if we're dealing with a composite function, because then that tells us that we have to use chain rule. So this will give us a more general way to find the derivative. So following our chain rule, let's see what we get. So chain rule means you have to take the derivative of the outside and then you have to take the derivative of the inside function. So if we kind of follow that, then if we take the derivative of ln of g of x, then essentially what's going on here is that I want you to think of our g of x just as our x. So the plain derivative of ln x is 1 over x. So that means that our derivative of kind of our ln x in this case, you can think of it as 1 over g of x. And then now following the chain rule, we then now have to multiply it by the derivative of the inside function, which is going to be g prime of x. So that allowed us to break this down a little bit further and see how we can calculate the derivative of a composite ln or log function. Okay, so that is the theory behind all of that. So why don't we go and look at an example? So let's start with this example over here, where we have that f of x equals to ln of x squared plus 1. So the first thing I want you to identify is what is our g of x function. So our g of x, or our inside function, is x squared plus 1. Okay, so now let's use the general form for the derivative. So we have d over dx of ln of g of x equals to g prime of x over g of x. So we have that definition, and now we just simply have to plug that in. So let's calculate what is g prime. So let's do that on this side. So g prime of x equals to 2x. We simply just had to use the power rule over there. So we can apply that over here. So we know our g prime of x equals to 2x, and then we know our g of x equals to x squared plus 1. Wasn't that easy? All we had to know there was how can we apply the chain rule, because solving for the individual derivatives of the outside and inside function is not that challenging. All we had to use was the power rule. So you can look at you can find all the basic derivative rules in my previous video where I go over everything you need to know to take derivatives of single valued functions. Amazing. So let's look at another case. So in this situation, we looked at problems for ln x, which is log base b. But what if we were to have an arbitrary base that's not e, that's not 10? Let's see. So this is our case 2 with arbitrary base. What if we have f of x equals to log base a of x, where in this case we have an arbitrary base of a? How do we find the derivative? So the first thing that we have to do is we need to consider our log rules. How can we change this into something that we are already familiar with? So we already know how to take the derivative of log base e, which equals to ln. So why don't we use the change of base formula to change this expression into one with ln? So let's do that. So that equals to ln x over ln a. I have a video as well that goes through all the log rules, so you can consult that if you want to figure out more information about how to find the change of base and other log rules as well. Okay, so then once we have this is actually much easier to solve, because we have to recognize that ln a, this is simply a number. It will just be a constant value, and we are only differentiating with respect to x. So what does that mean? So if we take the derivative with respect to x of log base a of x, that means that we're just taking the derivative of ln, which we know is 1 over x, right? And then this is a constant. So what do we do with constants? We multiply them with our derivative. So we just have 1 over x multiplied by 1 over ln a. So that's it. So the derivative with some arbitrary base simply just equals to 1 over x multiplied by ln a, where this a is whatever the corresponding arbitrary base is of your log function. So you can go ahead and just memorize this formula, or you can go back and follow how we derived it so that you have a deeper understanding of how we got to this answer. So let's follow up with an example, and that will help clear things up even further. We're going to consider a function f of x equals to log base 5 and then of x cubed plus 2x. So again, this is a case where we have some log base a, we have some arbitrary base, and then our argument is another function. So that means we have an outside function, which is our log, and then we also have our inside function, which is our g of x. So now we have to apply both rules that we learned today, how to use a chain rule to find log derivatives, and also how to use the change of base formula for logs. So if we put these both together, this is a formula that you get. You get 1 over g of x multiplied by ln a So that is the derivative of our outside, and then we're multiplying by the derivative of our inside, which is g prime of x. So again, we're doing that same process, now using the change of base over here to get the derivative of our outside, which is this first part. And then using chain rule, we're going to multiply it by the derivative of our inside function. So again, you can go ahead and memorize this formula or go through the steps of how to derive it. Okay, so let's look at the specifics for our problem. So here we see that our A, arbitrary base, equals to 5, right? And then we can see that our g of x, our inside function, equals to x cubed plus 2x. So let's kind of figure out all the parts that we need for this problem. So you've already identified these two, so what else do we need? We need to find the derivative of g. So we can do that easily. This is just a single variable calculus problem. So g prime of x equals to 3x squared plus 2, following the power rule. So now it's easy. All we have to do is just plug and chug, and then we've got our answer. So let's go ahead and plug in all our values. So we can use the prime notation here, which is the first derivative of x, equals to g prime, which is 3x squared plus 2, divided by our g of x, which is x cubed plus 2x, multiplied by ln 5, where 5 was our arbitrary base that we got right over here. And there you have it. Now you learned how to take the derivative of log functions that have an arbitrary base that are also composite functions. Good for you. You did a great job today. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and comment any questions that you have. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time.